We finished Karma Yoga. Um, Karma Yoga. We discussed karmis means for them life means enjoyment. Most of the people belong in that category. That is karmis. No, I'm just taking a recap of third chapter. Karmis means what? What is the goal of life? Enjoyment. For enjoyment, you need education. So university is telling you are this body. If you make money, you'll be happy. If you are this body, if you think, a question for all of you. What is very prominent when you think you're this body? Let us be honest. When you think you're this body, what is very prominent? I am the enjoyer. I am the enjoyer. Good. One more. Huh? Taking care of the body in a nice way. Senses. Feeding the senses, exactly. Want food, give it. Want gulab jamun, give it. Want alcohol, give it. Want sex life, give it. So if you keep on taking care of the body like this, nicely, means eating nicely, sleeping nicely, mating nicely, you know what is the consequence? If you keep on doing it over a period of time, every time we give in to the mind and senses, after some, first it will increase your ego. I am the enjoyer, I am the doer, whatever I say is right. Second thing, when you give in to the senses, sensual enjoyment, after some time, mind will become dull. Mind will become dull. And dull mind will have no control on the senses. Senses will become wild. Initially I want to enjoy, but after I want, legally, after some time I want to enjoy illegally also. It will come. I'm honest. And all glories to Facebook, all glories to movies. They're promoting it. Even though you don't want to do it. Because what's your goal of life? Enjoy. Senses enjoy. Mind enjoy. So because of your birth, brought up whatever in the previous life, you're a very good person, training. But nowadays the world is like this. You enjoy illegally or legally, no problem. First of all, there is nothing called legal or illegal. How many of you agree? What is technologically developed world today? Enjoyment is needed. Illegal or legal, no problem. Pregnancy will come, contraceptives are there. We are there for you. We support you for the wrong things. But what technology doesn't say is karma will come. There is no karma, don't worry. There is no karma. And one day your enjoyment will go so fast. What if I become like a woman? I become a woman. Technology is there also. What I will become a man? Means literally the negative effect of technology is people are literally getting degraded. Proper says if this education system is making somebody thieves, making somebody is bringing mental problems, this side effects of the technology, transgender problems, so there is some problem with the education. I'm gonna figure it. There's a problem. Actually, terrorist word was not there in 18th century. Terrorism was not there. Never. And what is that? These transgender problems were, they were not there 50 years ago. Forget about that. 1950, they were not there. So these are all the illegal, these are all the byproducts of the technology. Why? People, they don't believe in, literally atheistic. Srila Prabhupada came to America alone, one person. He declared war on scientists, he declared war on atheism, he declared war on Mayavadam. We'll see what it is one day. And he promoted pure bhakti. He promoted pure bhakti. Means simple living and high thinking. Live simply. Goal of life is realize you are not the body but spirit soul. What's the goal of life? You realize you are not the body, you are a spirit soul. But you say, I have a body, I want to enjoy. Perfectly all right. Read Bhagavatam. Entire Bhagavatam is filled with the stories of kings. They're all married. But they led a life. They led a very responsible life. They are very ideals. Ideals for the wives, ideals for the children, ideals for the citizens. Whether it is Swayambhu Manu, Maharaj Ambarish, Maharaj Parikshit, Maharaj Yudhishthir, everyone. But they also satisfied their desires. There is nothing wrong eating gulab jamun. There is nothing wrong giving birth to children. But you do it in a proper way so that you purify your existence. What is the goal of life? Go back to Godhead. Get rid of goal of life is to get rid of impurities. Get rid of greed, get rid of envy, get rid of anger, get rid of pride, get rid of lust, get rid of ego, illusion. But I cannot do alone. I don't want to become a sannyasi. Many people think, what's the problem with, one day, there are two misconceptions of the spiritual life in India, in Indians. Many think it is a retirement program. What is that? It is a retirement program. You call your parents and tell, I'm attending Bhagavatgita class. Why now? So early? You become 70 or what? Go to movies. I know parents, when the children who are in the 21, 22 age, when they are coming to ISKCON learning Bhagavad Gita, parents would forcefully stop them and give them 50 rupees and send them to movies also. I know them. No. Because once you come here, what is the first thing? It is a retirement program. What is the second thing? You have to give up everything and you'll become a monk. Both are wrong. We don't want anyone to become a monk. But if you become a CEO, your parents will be happy. Become a CEO, but still practice dharma, practice bhakti. That's what we want. But to tell this, one person has to sacrifice. Or university is telling, every university is telling you are this body, enjoy. Every school is telling you are this body, or enjoy. So one person has to tell that, right? So one person will sacrifice. But one person sacrifices, at least 10,000 people are saved. How many of you understand? So that one person can be anybody. Rostas can do too. I just finished Ishopanishad. Today is the last day. 15 people I did from different parts of America online. So I told them, please, I have only one request. You're all married. They're all married. Some are doctors also. You start a preaching program in your home. I'll give all the presentations. But you start. For that, you become serious first. For that, you should understand my time is running out. I'm going to understand. One day, one of my godbrothers, he was distributing Bhagavad Gita. One train stopped in Pune. One boy got down. He gave the Bhagavad Gita. Prabhu, take this Bhagavad Gita, it will change your life. Hey, this is not a snake, Prabhu Baba. This is Bhagavad Gita. It will change your life. That's why I don't want. It will change my crop. I'll become like you. No, you don't need to become like me. Become a CEO, become a manager. But add Krishna to your life. I don't want you to live. I don't want you to be like me. Stay where you are. Population is 800 crores. So you can 800 crores. Everyone will not become one. 1 in million also will not become. There's a different thing. So thing is education. Temples, you don't see any board here, $10 Abhishek, $15 Abhishek, $30 Abhishek, $100 Abhishek. But also, we also need money, with Janmashtami time, we promote and whoever will give, that's it. So my point is, temples should be universities. Temples should be universities, giving knowledge. Hey, you're stuck number 8. What is number 8? Infinity. 2 years before taking birth, where were you? You have a little good karma, you become a doctor or engineer. And she's going inside, she's a doctor actually, ND4 doctor. This Columbus Center. any other regular doctor in Columbus, Henderford. But she understood, she made a decision 15 years ago. Her son is becoming a doctor too. Husband is from IIT. He's also Pujari. She's also Pujari. My children grew up. They understood. We made a good decision 15 years ago. So now you should become serious. Whether you're a doctor, engineer, professor, body will give trouble when you're 50. At the age of 50, body taklif dega hi dega. Body will give trouble. So we thank God. No, they are very serious. So one day for you also, if you become serious, very soon you'll realize I made that choice. Why I'm telling this, it's a new year. You make a resolution. I will come. I'm honest with you. After very few years, you'll realize I have made the good decision. Why I'm telling this is this is what human life is meant for. So first 10 verses we will read, then we'll come there. Personality of Godhead is Lord Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to sons god Vivaswan. And Vivaswan instructed to Manu, the father of mankind. Manu in turn instructed to Ikshvaku. This supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession. And the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in the course of time, this succession was broken. Therefore, the science as it appears to be lost. And therefore, the science as it is appears to be lost. That very ancient science of relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend, and you can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of the science. So Krishna is telling, Imam vivasate yogam praktavanaho yim. Vivasvan manurikshvake bhavit. Arjuna, I gave this knowledge in the beginning of, not that Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years ago, in the beginning of the millennium, I gave this knowledge to Sun God, Vivaswan. You all should know, Devatas, Indra is not a name, Indra is a position. Chandra is not a name, it's a position. So, if you are not bewildered, Brahma lives for 311 trillion 40 billion years. How many? 311 trillion 40 billion years. Who will repeat? 311 trillion 40 billion years. That time Brahma lives. Anyway, I'll tell this is also given in Bhagavad Gita only. Sahasraga paryantam haryat brahmana vidu ratriga sahasrantam teho ratra vitojana. If you go up and up and up, the time difference. I have a question for all of you, just to prove. You are an Earth planet. You went to the last planet, Pluto. You stayed on that planet 1 year and you came back. Can you meet your parents, your friends? Why? Vaishnav, why? You don't know. So if you go to, first of all, to go to Pluto, it takes a long time. That's one thing. Let us see. You went there in 5 minutes. But you stayed in Pluto, when it goes, it takes one circle to cover 1 year. Earth, 3,200 years. When you go to one year of Pluto is 3,200 earthly years. So your surname will not be there. Family name will not be there. You understood? So like what to speak of if you go up? Pluto is in the same planet, of course, different axis. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam. Okay, now I'll tell you. Brahma, in IIT, they did an experiment. What is the experiment? How many of you know whirlpool? If you put a ball here, it appears it's going, it's such whirlpool is this much, like this. But if you put a ball here, When it comes to here, it's faster. So likewise, this universe, the time here is slow. Fast, 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 like that goes very fast. So what is that? The point I'm trying to make is Brahma Sahasraga Paryantam. Anyway, Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. 4,32,000 years. Prabhupada says only 5,000 years are gone. Double of Kali Yuga is a Treta. Sorry, Dwapara. 8,64,000. Triple of Kali is Treta. 12,96,000. 4 times of Kali is Satyuga or Kruta Yuga. 17,28,000 years. If you add up all these things, 43,20,000 years, one Divya Yuga. If this goes 43,20 years is Divya Yuga, means one Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. It goes for 71 yugas, 71 times. Then it's called one Manvantara. Do you know what is the present Manu going on? It's called Vaivasvata Manu. What is it called? So why actually now if you go to temples, even our temple, then before doing yajna, Vaivasvata Manvantare, Pradama Pade, Jambu Dvipe, Bharata Varshe, Bharata Kande. So this is in India. America Krauncha Dvipe, America Kande. So 71 present Manu is Vaivasvata Manu. If 14 Manus change, so 71 into 43,20,000 years. When the Manu dies, the Devatas that we worship, they all die. So now I'll tell you. So how long Devatas live? 43,20,000 years into 71. That much long. These are positions, posts. They are not names. Chandra. Today's moon god name is Soma. What is his name? Soma. What do you want? Krishna, whenever Krishna comes to any planet, he stays there for 125 years. Then he'll go to a different planet. Nice question, Vaishnav. So, when Manu changes, today's moon god name is Soma. Today's sun god name is Vivaswan. Today's Indra's name is Purandhara. Next Indra will be Bali Maharaj. So likewise, all the Devatas have names along with the positions. So when the Manu dies, the Devatas die. If 14 Manus die, and 14 Manus rule that much, then they die. Then Brahma says, I'm sleepy now. That is one Brahma's daytime. 71 into 48 is actually 998. That's why Sahasra means 1,000. How many of you understood? So Brahma says, I'm sleepy now. So in other words, 43,20,000 years into 1,000. And daytime also Brahma sleeps. When Brahma sleeps, whatever he has created, next day when he gets up, it is partially destroyed. So when Brahma gets up, he sees its destruction. Again, he tries to create. And Brahma's night time also same. Likewise, Brahma lives 100 years. Today, Brahma's age is 57-year-old. When Brahma dies, the entire universe will be destroyed. Then by that time, if you have enough karma, you have so many desires, when the universe, if Brahma dies and the universe is destroyed, we will all merge into the body of Mahavishnu. Bhutva bhutva praliyate. It is given in Bhagavad Gita. Ratri agame praliyate, So in the night, partial devastation. But night also, these three things, these middle lokas are destroyed. But Brahma dies, the entire universe is destroyed. But again, Brahma takes birth, again he starts creating. Again, we are all brought in, we are sleeping. That's why, how old are you? Trillion, quadrillion, so many lifetimes. Even take, for example, now, you have taken birth in 1980, 1990. Add 70 years. After that, again. Array, you took birth in 1990. Where were you 1988, sir? And 2050 later, where you will be? People don't think. Busy, busy, busy. How many of you agree? Good karma, bad karma, good karma, bad karma, good karma, bad karma. Are first of all, what is the goal of human life? One person, if you are a yogi previous life, naturally attracted. Then you say, what is this? Why? Then what you do? You try to come out of this. Recently, I went for a colonoscopy. And they put me on a bed and doctor said, I'll come. He is not coming. Probably I was on the bed 30, 40, 45 minutes. I was thinking one day a doctor will tell me, you have only 3 months left. Then what will I think? So throughout your life, your sadhana, that time you'll be tested there. Fear. Even if you have $1 billion in the bank, fear. Why? I'll tell you. You put a parrot in the cage. Morning one pair, evening one pair you give. Pairs are very sweet. After 1 year, you feel compassion for parrot and say, parrot, go away. And you open the cage, fly. Sorry for him for having imprisoned you this 1 year. How many of you agree parent will not go? Why? Security. Got used to it. Or even though they have curtailed my freedom, good, nice prasadi, I'm getting food. If I go outside, some eagle will catch me and eat me up. But here, no. So eagle, no, parrot will not go. It'll go in there, it's happy for the freedom. It'll land there, here, but it will not leave the home. Why? God used it. We are like that. We are exactly like that. Should I tell one more story? One day Narada Muni came and told, he went, they do the dramas for students, Kailash drama. Anyone knows? So Narada Muni was going and telling everyone, where you are stuck in the cycle of birth and death, I'll take you back to spiritual world, Vaikunta. Come back. I was, no, we are not interested. We're not. One person named Kailash, he said, I'll come. Then come, let us go. Hey, I don't know you will come. Yesterday only I got married. So no, it's not good to leave the wife, right? So come after 10 years. Yes. So he came after 10 years. By this time, when he came after 10 years, he had 2 children. Narada said, you're ready? I'm not ready. First child is 7-year-old, second child is 3-year-old. So come after 20 years, don't come so early. Now then, I can give them good knowledge. So 30 years later, Narada came. His children became big now. Kailash becoming old. Narada is, my children, they're still in college, have to support them, have to support them and 4 children, actually, not 2. You come 10 years later, but Kailash, you are becoming old. No, don't worry, I'll come. I want to come back. He came again, Narada 10 years later. Now children have established their businesses. Narada said, come back. No, they are not doing business nicely. Business is failing. I need to support them. You come after another 10 years. Now their children are all married. They are in 40s. 10 years later, Narada came, there is a garland for Kailash picture. Hey, where is he? My father passed away 4 years ago. In this eternity, in this vast universe, where will we trace him? At least my disciple, he accepted me as guru. I'm a moral responsibility to deliver him. Now I cannot. He's coming out. Whoa! So Narada Muni could say, Kailash, you degraded. Guru Maharaj, yes, I'm fine. Okay, thank God I could trace you. Hey, this material world, chalo, we'll go back to Godhead. And Kailash spoke dog language. These guys, they leave the doors open all the time. And just because I'm here, I'm protecting their properties. I definitely want to come, but I want them to realize these children, they play all the time on the road. My Lord, I'm very concerned. Give me 10 years, I'll definitely come. Narad said, okay, all right, Jiva is independence. Narad came after 10 years. Unfortunately, dog lives only 8 to 10 years. Narad came and asked, there used to be a dog here, a dog passed away. So they have a big farm. In that farm, they're all, they're doing cultivation. So Narad was going somewhere. Psst. Guru Maharaj, Kailash. Decade further. Chalo, thank God I could trace you, No, Guru Maharaj, this, they are not taking care. These rats are all coming and eating it, somehow I have to protect it. Can you see the Jiva? What is the size of Jiva? 10 power minus 4 tip of the hair. But so many attachments. You stay only 3 days, but so many relationships. That day, Narad became extra merciful on Kailash. And you will never come. Your attachments are strong. So he went and told his sons. They are becoming old now. And nearby there is a snake, very deadly. Your children are always playing outside. You have to take care. Really? Yes, Narad. They came with sticks. And when he says, my children are evil, I am very happy to see you. See. Then they start beating. Hey, I'm your father. But they can't understand snake language. Narad said, will you come back? Yes, Guru Maharaj, I'll come back now. Chalo. So the thing is, goal of life is to get rid of impurities, greed, envy, anger, pride. For that, you can do this very nicely. Practice bhakti in a nice setting. Family is a fort. Family is a fort. You're emotionally satisfied. You have a job, financially satisfied. Now it is high time. Tapo divyam. Tapasya you do. Not rather than gratifying the senses. Purify the senses. Tapodivyam putrakayena sudhya tasmat brahma saukyam anantam. Hey, you deserve unlimited, infinite pleasure. How many of know the word anantam? Infinite. In this world, every pleasure is associated with pain. Do you know that? Every pleasure is associated with pain. Eat sugar. Keep on eating sugar. I have diabetes. Mine says no problem. No, a lot of my diabetes numbers are high. Take 2 tablets, no problem. But eat sugar. Hey, sometimes they remove the leg also. So this may be 1 minute pleasure, but the consequences of suffering are very high. Every pain in this world, every pleasure in this world is associated with pain. Yahi samsparsaja bhoga dukkha yona evate, Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. Every adyantavanta kaunteya, every pleasure will start 7:30, 7:32 it will end also. But pleasure derived by the contact of senses, it will lead to dukkha, pain. It has a beginning and end. That's why people who are intelligent, Nateshu Ramate Buddha. Buddha means intelligent. They will not take part in this pleasure. We don't give you food. What we give? Prasad. We are giving you knowledge. How do you purify? We have a 4-pronged strategy. How do purification happens at 4 levels? Prasad will purify your senses. Chanting purifies mind. Reading Bhagavad Gita, discussion of Bhagavad Gita purifies your intelligence. Service purifies your ego. This is the only place that will happen. You come here 1% of the week. Listen and purify your intelligence. Oh yeah, I agree. Brahma lives for that much long. Yeah. So even the devatas worship, they all said, wow. I'm stuck. This body is like, see, it's a beautiful deer going on the road. It is hit by a truck. That beautiful deer is nothing but a bundle of bones. After 2 weeks, you look at it, disintegrated. Totally disintegrated. 1 month later, you don't even see that it merged, the elements mixed with the Panchabhutas. Same thing with our body also. How many of you agree? So you are purifying your intelligence here. After the class, Prasad. And we are chanting, you have a assignment every day. What is that? Chant. How many rounds you do, Ma? 4 rounds. Your name I forgot. Mother Priyanka chants every day 4 rounds. How long it will take? an 45 minutes she does slowly. So she's investing 45 minutes. There's a bhakti account that will come with her. So you should also do that. And come and do little service. It will purify your ego. Servant of servant, dasanadas. And read and listen Bhagavad Gita, it will purify your intelligence, sharpen your intelligence. Listen, chant the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Krishna is telling, I gave this knowledge to Sun God. Sun God gave it to Manu. Manu gave it to Ikshvaku. I have a question for all of you. Who is Ikshvaku? Ah, the founder of Ram's dynasty is Ikshvaku. Good. Ikshvaku is the founder. Ikshvaku Kula Tilaka. Person who founded Ram's dynasty is actually Ikshvaku. So then Arjun says, my lord, I have a question for you. Are you and me are same age? You and me are same age. Sun is there in the sky millions of years ago. That's why we should ask questions. When you're eating, you should not be hesitant. You want little rice? No. Means you'll become hungry. You'll remain hungry. So you understood, of course. Then you'll remain doubtful. So when you're eating, you should not have hesitation. You want more? Yeah, please. And any questions? Yeah, you should clarify. You should not, no blind faith. See, Arjun is telling, you're telling you and me same age. And Sun God Vivaswan is senior by birth to you. How am I to understand? In the beginning, you instructed this science to him. Now Krishna speaks. Bahuni me vyatitani vartamanani charjuna. So many births you and I passed. I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot. Oh, subject of enemy. Now Krishna is talking about himself. Me and you and me, so many times we passed. I know when I was speaking Bhagavad Gita to Sun God, you were there, Arjuna, but you forgot. But I don't forget. And very important, everyone, although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. Now, if you want, you can read the verses also. You want to read the verses? Or okay? Knowledge is okay? Or we can read the verses? What do you think? We can read the verses. And then, okay, you'll get a feeling. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavan Hamavyam Vivaswan Manave Praha Manurikshvakave Bravit. Then Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarshayo Vidu Sakale Neham Hata Yogo Nashta Parantapa. So what happened? I gave it to him. He made Ikshvaku gave it to his like that. One day, what happened? Guru to disciple. Suddenly, Guru died. That knowledge there is nobody to give. Then the knowledge is lost. So that's why I'm coming again to revive that. Why Krishna is doing it in Mahabharata? That's why Mahabharata so many Devata worship, demigod worship. Because original knowledge, pure bhakti is lost. That's what Krishna is doing. I'm reviving it again. Sayevayam mayatedya yoga prokta puratana bhaktosi me sakacheti rahasyam hetaduttamam. And very important proper bhaktosi, only bhakta can understand Bhagavad Gita. The very ancient science of relationship with Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. One day Prabhupada was invited to Prabhupada was invited to Kurukshetra, Gita Sammelan. Prabhupada went. Prabhupada was a big crowd puller. So many Americans with Prabhupada. So that's why people in India would invite him. But there was one ghee lamp and one diya is, one lamp is burning. Prabhupada said, if this is Gita Sammelan, where is Bhashyakar of Gita, the speaker of Gita, Krishna's picture? So in India, there are 600 versions of Bhagavad Gita. Some people say Bhagavad Gita never happened. Pandavas means your five senses. Something like that. Prabhupada said, no. That's a Mahabharata means greater Indian history. Britishers tried to prove that this did not happen. It happened. So Prabhupada said, no, wrong. Bhagavad Gita happened. Pandavas were there. Kauravas were there. Bhagavad Gita happened. Krishna spoke. Bhagavad Gita on the battlefield. I'm going to understand. So that's why Bhagavad Gita is there for so many centuries. Not even one devotee was made. Srila Prabhupada came to America. Bhagavad Gita came to America also. The moment Prabhupada came to America, so many people were, drug addicts were willing to give up bad habits because purity. For example, Niagara. In Niagara, a waterfall, they put a turbine, it will generate the electricity. So, so how is that current coming to here? They put electric poles. What they do? They put electric poles. Electric poles don't generate electricity. What electric poles will do? When they run the wire, they'll transmit, they'll carry, and that current will come here. So Prabhupada is telling, there is a Bhagavad Gita here. Bhagavad Gita as it is, if you open this introduction end, so if you see this page, so Bhagavad Gita from Prabhupada came to America and said, I am not a guru, any other guru. I am a 32nd guru in the lineage of Krishna only. I am not a Tom, Dick and Harry guru. I am a guru in the lineage directly from Krishna. That's why Prabhupada calls it Bhagavad Gita as it is. Krishna spoke and gave this knowledge to Brahma. Brahma gave it to Narada. Narada gave it to Vyasa. Vyasa, so Vyasa gave it to Madhvacharya, 13th century. Madhvacharya went to Himalayas. And Madhvacharya gave it to his disciples. In that lineage, Madhavendrapuri comes. Madhavendrapuri gave it to Ishwarapuri. Ishwarapuri gave it to Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself, but combination of Radha and Krishna. Lord Chaitanya gave it to his followers, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. They gave it to Narottam Das Thakur. In that, can you see in our altar, there are 5 people, Jagannath Das Babaji, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then, Bhaktivinoda Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Then, Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur, then Shri. So Prabhupada said, I am a 32nd guru in the lineage of Krishna himself, God himself. That's why the power, purity, So, but very important is, 1 minute, I'm sorry. So Krishna is telling, I am speaking again because that knowledge is lost. Now I am showing this is a succession. So Krishna to Brahma to Narada, and this is Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj, Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, and you. So like us, so it is you to get the knowledge, you have to get it from right source. It's a bona fide trust institute. Today I went to Canton. This is my 3rd program today, actually. 4th program. So they said, we go to some other program and everything is same, she said. I didn't say anything. I just came out. Everything is not same. There are some organizations, they say, you're God, I'm God, everybody's God. Bogus, actually. How many of you think you're God? I have a question for you. So you think you'll so you think you're God? Anyone thinks God here? So Madhvacharya was very, against it. You're a spirit soul. We are one in quality with Krishna, but in quantity, Krishna is infinite. We are tiny. Ocean is water only. H2O is also water only. One drop is H2O. Ocean is also H2O. So in quality, they are same. But in quantity, you can put so many whales, so many ships in ocean. And a water drop will evaporate in a minute. I'm not understand. So because we are tiny, Maya can catch us. But Maya is controlled by Krishna. Maya Duratya. For Ram and Krishna, there is no Maya. They control. Krishna controls Maya actually. Vishnu Tattva controls Maya. But we are also Sachitananda, Krishna is also Sachitananda. That thing you should understand. How many of you understood? So, now Krishna is telling this. Arjuna said, hey, we both are same age. Aparam bhavato janma, paranjanma vivasvataha, katametad vijaniyam, tvamadau proktavaniti. So Krishna, Arjuna is telling, Sun God is senior by birth to you. How am I to understand? In the beginning, you instructed this science to him. Please listen. Very important. Everyone. Now we'll read the verse. Now Krishna is talking about himself. Ajo apisan avyayatma, bhutanam iswaropisan, prakritim swamadhishtaya, sambhavami atma mayaya. Now Krishna is telling, although I am unborn, Aja, born, no birth for me. Avyatma, my body doesn't deteriorate. I am the Lord of all living entities. I still appear in every millennium in original form. Hey, you have a covering. This dress is your covering. Like a deer, when it is hit by a truck, it will become bundle. The tiny soul will go. Krishna is not like that. Krishna's form is spiritual. The entire form is spiritual. You have to understand this. Aja, unborn. The word Aja means unborn. But that's why in Janmashtami we say unborn is taking birth. For what? You take birth because you want to satisfy your desires and karma, to fulfill your karma. But why is Krishna taking birth? Krishna doesn't have karma. Now Krishna is telling, why is he taking birth? The famous verse, Yada Yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham paritrāṇāya sadhūnām vināsāya ca duṣkritāṃ dharma samsthapanārthāya sambhavāmi yuge yuge. So Krishna doesn't have karma. Krishna doesn't have desires. Then why is he appearing? Hey, to establish dharma. I don't have anything. I want to make sure devotees are, so I want to establish dharma. And what he does to establish dharma? Anybody is adharma, he'll kill them. Anybody is a devotee protecting dharma, he'll protect them. For that reason, Arjuna, I come regularly. Sambhavami, yuge, birth after birth. Every yuga I come. For what? Establish dharma. Ajop is that's why Janmashtami, array. A person unborn is taking birth. Ajop is an avyatma. There is no destruction for Krishna. Avyatma, not Vyatma. But why is he taking birth? To establish dharma. When Krishna came, the earth was burdened. Earth was burdened. So throughout Krishna's life is all about killing only. Right? So finally what he did, he used Draupadi and Pandavas. This battlefield, this is happening. There are 650 million people on the battlefield. How many? This one, 7 Akshawani Pandavas, 11 Akshawani Kauravas. They were actually, Duryodhan fell in the pond, thinking in Mahesabha, he put a feet. It's a glass, right? I thought it's a pond, but it's a glass. Amazing. Then he went, this is also glass. He put his foot down, he fell down. He fell down, Draupadi laughed. Draupadi laughed, and others were laughing. Maharudhishthira said, hey, don't laugh. Duryodhana is like a Manadan. Duryodhana will be upset. Krishna said, no problem. Why? Krishna used Draupadi to remove the burden, Agni Tattva. Draupadi came from fire. Draupadi didn't take birth to any seminal, through any seminal force. Father, mother coming, no, Draupadi. Directly she came from fire. So, Krishna used Pandavas and trouble because they went through, but it appears from outside Pandavas are going through trouble. Pandavas have Krishna. So there are not internal energy. Though externally they appearing to be facing troubles, but internally they are very joyous. Krishna is there. What Krishna did, on this side 5 Pandavas were there, Satyaki is there. This side Kripacharya, Ashwatthama, Kritavarma, who else? They're all gone. This side 6, this side 3. Out of 9, out of 650 million, how many people remained? 9. In that, Kritavarma is actually in charge of Krishna's army only. 9, except 9 removed. And Jarasandha would attack Krishna with 21 Akshahani every time. How many? Krishna would kill all the 21 Akshahani, but he would spare Jarasandha. Why? You go and bring more people. He did like that 17 times he brought, every time 21 Akshahani. And Krishna would only just like a handful of people, he would go out of Dwarka and kill everyone. But he would try your best next time. So came to reduce the burden. Not like if Krishna Tattva is very difficult to understand. In India, if one person is going behind 2 girls, are Krishna. No, that is not Krishna. Means you don't know anything about Krishna. Paritranaya sadhana vinasachi. If you're a devotee, you're protected. Non-devotee, you'll be removed. Krishna told Bhishma, I was telling this morning, Bhishma, you stay on the other side. My Lord, what should I do? To prove the world, however powerful you are, if you side with adharma, you'll not win. The Bhishma means what? Directly born to Ganga, and Guru is a Parashuram, and Parashuram and one time Bhishma fought. Parashuram is not winning, Bhishma is not winning. This Parashuram, Shaktavesh avatar, Krishna is a Krishna, is an avatar only. Bhishma is also powerful, brahmacharya. But Krishna said, you stay on other side to prove the world. However powerful you may be, if you side with adharma, you will not live. What is today's world? Getting the job is needed. Somehow, crook, somehow you have to reach there. We are done. We'll go for the arti in 2 minutes. Can you? No, give it to them, not you. No. So, how many of you understood? Krishna is not like you and me. Krishna comes for only one purpose. Establish dharma. Now, we will finish one more verse and we'll go forward. Very important. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mamedi sarjuna. Oh, Krishna is still a very important issue. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in the material world, but attains my abode, Arjuna. If you just know Krishna's birth and activities are divyam, they are not material. What is the word? If you come to this class, your English will improve. What is that? It has nothing to do with dental. Transcendental means spiritual, not material. Krishna is stealing yogurt and butter. Krishna is not a thief. Because he wants everything only. Krishna wants you and me also. Krishna wants you and me. Krishna wants butter also. First verse of Isopanishad. Isa vasimidam sarvam yatkincha jagatam jagat tena tiktena mujada magrudakasya siddhanam. So Krishna wants everything. And Krishna's activities are a divyam, not material, spiritual. Krishna has a 16,108 wives. How many? And one day I went to police station actually in Mumbai. I want a letter. And they said, Commissioner, Mumbai Police Commissioner said, I have a question for you. If you answer that question, I'll give you the letter. Why Krishna has 1600 wives? I said, your question is wrong. Why? 16,000. Ooh! It is easy to worship Ram, but not Krishna. Why 16,000? Actually, I gave a different answer, but I'm telling you now. First of all, Krishna went and killed Jarasandha. Sorry, Narkasur. Narkasur, what he did, he imprisoned 16,000 ladies. Young girls, princess he brought. In Vedic culture, if you are away from home for one day, one night, nobody will marry you. But they were under the captivity, they were enslaved by Narkasur. Now Krishna killed Narkasur and told everyone, he released all the kings, you go home, you take care of your kingdoms. And he told them, you go home, go to your parents. He said, my Lord, who will take care of us? We are in the captivity of Narkasur for so long. Who will marry us? So there is a saying, if nobody is there, who is your shelter? God is your shelter. Nobody is your shelter. One should be there. One person should be there. God should be your shelter. Krishna said, all right, I'll marry you all. Krishna married all of them. And Krishna created 16,000 palaces. He lived 125 years. If you to create 16,000 palaces, how long will it take? You tell me. Yes or no? 16,108 palaces he created. So Krishna's birth, and actually one day what happened? Krishna, 18th time, 17th time actually, Jarasandha attacked. And at the same time, Kalayavana, Nardamuni told, Kalayavana was very powerful, barbarian, So Kalayavana asked Nardamuni, is there anybody powerful who can fight with me? The Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan himself, he descended, is right now on the planet. If you can defeat him, you'll become eternally famous. Really? Where is he right now? Isn't he's there in Mathura. If you just fight with him, make sure. Kalayavana is also very intelligent. He went to worship Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva said, what do you want? Give me a boon that I am not defeated and killed by anybody from Yadu dynasty. Knowing very well Krishna took birth from Yadu dynasty. Lord Shiva said, granted. Knowing very well Krishna would make some plan. So with that confidence, on one hand, Jarasandha is coming. On another hand, Kalyavana is coming. Krishna told Balramji, we will address Jarasandha, but Kalyavana would come and he will definitely disturb Madhuravasis. So what should we do? Krishna said, all right. Overnight, Krishna created Dwaraka in the ocean, Arabian Ocean. And he transformed everyone as it is. The next day morning, all the residents of Mathura got up, they were in Dwaraka. Everyone. With all their cows, palace, everything. If if your toothbrush is in this bathroom, it was there as it is. The place shifted. That is God. Prabhupada says that. Anyway, I asked him, he asked me, your question is wrong. And I told him, sir, your police commissioner, are you happy? No. Then you brought your parents from your village. You kept them in your home. Are you happy? No. So you wanted a wife, you got married. Are you happy? No. So you want children. So you got children. Are you happy? Now what you did, you created a garden. So you start growing the flowers. You brought a dog. With all these relationships, you are okay. You're contented. With your wife, you have one relationship. With your children, you have one relationship. With your dog, you have one relationship. With your plants in the garden, one relationship. With your colleagues, one relationship. With your parents, another relationship. Where is it coming from? From him. Then I told him. In the beginning, he was only one. Nobody else. In the beginning, Eko Bahunam. He was only one in the beginning. Actually, loving the exchange doesn't come from a lot of money. For example, one day you get up, you open your eyes. Through the window, you see 100 Rolls Royce cars. Ooh, you turn like this. 100 aeroplanes. Ooh, you see a paper. You own all these things. But in that island, there is nobody. Nobody. Nothing. You came out. Silence. You went all the rooms. Nobody. Will you be happy that you have 108 aeroplanes and 108 cars? Fear comes first of all. How many of you agree? Happiness comes from the loving exchange. So what he did, that one person, he became many. I told him, you are one person, 10 power minus 50 power, here you are happy with one wife. But he is unlimited. That unlimited became many. Eko bhunam. Yo vidadati kama. What he did, he created some living entities in Mathuriras. He created some living entities in parental, Vatsalya. He created some living entities in friendship. Madhurya means conjugal. He creates some living entities as servants. He creates some living entities in santaras, plants and animals. But because he's unlimited, he creates that many gopis, that many wives. So he has also parents. He is Supreme God, he does no parents, but he creates himself, he chooses from devotees. So the goal of life is to practice bhakti in the five rasas and go back to Godhead. How many have understood? That is the goal. But honestly speaking, you have that relationship, but it is forgotten. When you do the sadhana, it is awakened. That is the goal of life. So, janma karma cha me divyam evam yaviti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti Arjuna. Krishna's birth and activities are transcendental. They're spiritual. There is not even a tiny fault in that. If you just understand Krishna's birth and activities are spiritual, you'll go back to Godhead. You don't have punarjanma. Naiti, no punarjanma. Just if you realize, today you get up and say, my Lord, I realized your birth and activities are spiritual, then you don't need to take birth, sir, ma'am. You would have understood. Very famous verse. And last verse, I'll finish, I'm done. Because these are all connected. Now, how to go back? Vita, everyone, please repeat after me. Vitaraga bhaya krodha. Manmaya mamupasrita. Bhavo jnana tapasa. Potamadbhava magata. So, what he's telling, how to attain, realize that connection with Krishna, to go back, being freed from attachment, fear, and anger, being fully absorbed in me, taking refuge in me. Many persons in the past became purified by the knowledge of me. Thus, they all attained transcendental love for me. So, in your life, if you try, become free from fear, anger, and attachment, and take shelter of Krishna, end of the life you'll go back to Godhead. Make money, have family, no problem, but allocate a portion of time to do this. Then never take birth again. Yesterday, one family, you know them probably. She delivered at 2:40. She attended the class sitting here. You remember? Rishika. And the doctor said, no, she didn't breathe for a few seconds, so she put her on ventilator. She's asking me to pray. I said, don't, I'll pray. Let us pray. You're a nice devotee, Krishna will help. Then I was thinking, again, this one soul came suffering only. Day one, in half an hour after taking birth, suffering only. To the mother and child also. Taking birth is suffering, leaving the body is suffering too. Instead, utilize human life, body and everything is fit. Utilize now. Tomorrow will never come. Do your rounds nicely, come nicely, do service. What is the four? I'm done. Four things. Take prasad nicely at home. You can do create prasad at home. You know, and chant nicely. Wife and husband sitting together, and read Bhagavad Gita 3 minutes, and come and do service. Maybe at home you serve yourself. When you come here, you serve prasad to others. You do the pot washing, right? He does the pot washing every day. She's doing our pay. No, we don't pay anybody. We also don't have salaries. Thank you very much. We'll go for Artini. How many of you understood? And then one question. Why Krishna takes birth? Hmm? Just now I said to spread dharma, establish that. Very good. What is the difference between us and Krishna? Is infinite and finite, you know. And uh, so you have to actually qualitatively we are one with Krishna, but quantity is infinite, we are finite. You know. So we have to listen Bhagavad Gita from parampara. Is ISKCON in a parampara? Yes. Our parampara starts with Krishna only. Krishna gave it to knowledge to Brahma. Brahma gave it to Narada Muni. Narada gave it to Vyasa. Vyasa gave it to Madhvacharya. In that succession, Prabhupada is 32nd. Thank you very much. Very great. We'll end it. Everyone, we are ending it. Thank you. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo ch pattanam pavanabhyo vaishnavyo